Thanks for sticking around during the ads. Please feel free to click on the icons shown to be taken to areas where you can help us. All links will be below for mobile and other users.
Hi, my name is Greg Bennett, and I'm the founder and owner of Tech Reviews Nope, and today I am doing an update for the Beekeepers Tool Android application. And this update's pretty much, I'm going to talk about what I'm going to add into the Android application, or at least try to add, because I've never done some of these things, and it'll be very interesting to try. But for the most part, for those of you who haven't caught my previous videos, shame on you, but it's fine. Subscribe and follow me on Twitter, the channel itself on Twitter and whatever. And that way you get those videos when they come out. Specifically, follow Twitter, YouTube stuff, they keep messing with that. But anyways, what I'm doing with the Beekeepers Tool Android application is I'm making it where I can show you guys how to make your own application through this one, because this particular application is very extensive. It's not an easy thing to make, unless if you got like a mass amount of time and know what you're doing already, which I'm doubting most people do, because this application is very, very extensive, and basically I'm trying to keep in mind of what a beekeeper would use. And in fact, that's what I'm going to cover in some of this video. So as far as that goes, what we already covered is a lot of basics. We're starting getting a little bit more advanced. And one of the things that we're going to cover in future, or at least try, is the ability to sync your application with cloud services like Google Drive and Dropbox. And what this specifically means is, let's talk about another application, the way I can use it for a real world example. So one thing that a few of you may know is my phone went to crack not too long ago, like a week or two ago. Sudden death syndrome. I don't know what caused it, but basically it's not turning on. It's not showing any signs of life, and it might as well be thrown away. But for the most part, there was an application that was on there that was very useful called ACAR. ACAR is an application that's used to keep track of maintenance and pretty much anything with a car. So cost, maintenance, fuel, so on and so on. And with that, I didn't really think about it, but I should have been saving it manually. But what ended up happening is the application, since it wasn't backed up, it had no ability to auto back up. The application's gone, and all the information had been 5 years. So all the information I had for 5 years is gone, and that means that I'm kind of messed over unless I find a way to get that phone back up on. But as far as that goes, I don't want that instance with this, because like that, like it's pretty much saying all the maintenance records and everything, like that, we'll have a thorough record with the hives. And for those of you who don't know, unlike a car where you only have one or two, with hives, you can easily have 10, 20, easy. So with that in mind, we're going to give the beekeeper the ability to keep track of many hives, many aspects, and we need to give an ability to sync the data, sync the application up to a cloud service, so their phone goes away for whatever reason, they're able to pull it back up and go from there. And we're trying to auto sync, and that way the phone not only stays current from whatever goes on the tablet, but also on top of that, we're trying to keep it backed up. And a thing with that is whenever a person starts their application, I want to have something that pops up that says, hey, you can back up or restore your stuff. Click here to restore. And then if they say no, something says, If you change your mind, then go to settings and go from there. So we're going to do that. With that, and this is not chronological order. I don't know which is going to come first, but with that, we're also going to do NFC and 3D barcodes, or at least try to. And why is this important? Again, it's not abnormal for someone to have quite a few hives. Having one hive, keep tracking it, fine. But it's completely stupid if you only have one. You really should have 3 at minimum. And the truth of the matter is you're probably going to end up with an easy 10 to even 20 anytime. And there's a lot of people out there that has 40, 50. There's some that has up to 200 or more. And with that, the keeping track of each and every one is much, much harder. Keeping track of each and every one when they're out there is even harder. Because when you're out there, you got thick gloves. Usually they're made out of some type of goat skin or something. So it's very hard to select the right person going to hold up their phone to the NFC on if they make one per hive, which is like $1 or $2 per hive. So and take 5 seconds to program the NFC. They can hold their phone up to it, and the phone will say, "Oh, this is the hive." Pull up the information, and that way they have everything right there and then. They don't have to hit buttons to go back to the menu and go back and forth. They can hold their phone and go from there. Now, maybe a 3D barcode might also work for phones that doesn't have NFC. It's really hard to say, but I've never done either one of those, and I've never done a cloud service one before. So with that, the next is counter events. So whenever you put a queen out in a week, half a week, you need to go out there and make sure that queen's out, and that way you can get the cage and it doesn't mess up the hive. So with that, doing things of that nature, it'll be nice to press a button and something pops up on your counter automatically without you doing anything, and that way you get a message and whatever time's necessary saying, "Hey, you need to go out there," and that way you get whatever it is that needs to be done. So say for example, if you say that, "Hey, I need to, I don't know, feed or do whatever," then I can press a button or have the user program a button that say every time I press this button, then put this on the counter and this far off and everything. I don't know if that's possible. I know it's possible to pull up the counter, obviously, but I don't know if it's possible to throw things on the counter, but we'll find that one out. Then on top of that, skipping 4 because we're pretty much done with that, and to 5, let's see, voice notes and voice activation. So again, the voice activation goes into the NFC and 3D barcode, makes it easier on the user. But the voice notes is probably a very useful tool for, okay, instead of typing out everything and spend 5-10 minutes or longer filling out charts and everything, I could do voice notes and maybe integrate. Try to add this in here because I just thought of this. Probably have basically whenever you start voice notes, that is basically a voice recorder, but on top of that, maybe have it where have the NFC working with the voice notes, so the app says which hive the user stocking. So basically, maybe add something like that in there. So as a person is using the voice notes, they'll take their phone, wave it over to NFC, and a marker will come up and say, at this and this time, and the notes, you were looking at this hive. At this and this time, you were looking at this hive. And that way, maybe we can get an advanced feature. So, I don't know, try to build off of that somehow. It'll be interesting. In fact, I've never done any of these. So, yeah. Obviously, the video I obviously have. Now, the last is use sensors on major brand names. So, example of that's UV. Samsung has UV sensors. I don't know what phones they have it on, but they had the SDK on it. I saw that one. Other than that, I don't know what other sensors I could use. I have to look that one up. But anyways, as far as that goes, that's pretty much an overview of what we're going to be covering in the future. And if you want to cover anything else or got any ideas to add to it, go ahead and leave that down below in the comment section. And if you want to modify and improve the code or add on to the code that's already there, then check it out on GitHub, and it's right there. But anyways, this has been Craig Bennett, founder and owner of TechViewsNope, and hopefully this has answered some questions, and hopefully this has helped you out where we're going to take this and everything else. But again, this has been Craig Bennett, founder and owner of TechViewsNope. If you like this, please like, please subscribe, please share, and especially please share. If you don't like this, go ahead and leave a dislike. But again, you know who I am, and hope you have a great day.